Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of area of a rectangle. This is standard 3.6C in the great state of Texas, and we're using item number 21 of the 2024 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called equation, and if you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, all this equation means is that when we come to answer it, we can't choose from A, B, C, or D. We need to type in our answer. Think of it kind of like a calculator, except there's no enter button. You just type in whatever number you need. So let's see if we can take a look at this problem here. Lena draws a rectangle on a grid made up of same size squares that do not overlap. So that's kind of what we have here, same size squares. So each square has an area of 1 square centimeter. Okay, so we're going to have each of these little squares be 1 square centimeter. 32 rows, 8 squares in a row. 32 rows is a bit. I'm going to change my grid size down to small. And it's going to make it kind of small, but if we really wanted to, we could draw a representation of this, right? So each row has 8 squares. Okay, so I can count 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get one more. There we go. And then if I need 32, we'll take a look at what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to need to go down. Let's see. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. I think that's 32, but honestly, those squares are so small, it's very hard to count. This is just going to serve as a representation for us, because we really don't need to count every single one of these squares. I would lose count. This is just going to be a representation. So let's say that we've got 8 squares in each row. We have a total of 32 rows. All right, so that's going to be my rectangle that Lena drew. So what is the area? All right, so that's kind of our key word there. What is the area? Well, the area is the space inside a 2D shape. So it's a flat shape. Once you get into 5th grade, you start learning about the area inside of 3D shapes, and that's called volume. So we're dealing with the space inside of a 2D flat shape, and that's how we think about it. We think about it in non-overlapping squares. So how many squares are there? Well, if you wanted to count them up, right, you can start counting. There's 8, there's 16, 24, and that's just the first 3 rows. You can skip count by 8 32 times, or hopefully you're thinking, well, that's repeated addition, 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, 32 times, or I have said the word times, multiple times. This is really a multiplication problem, right? 32 sets of 8 is really what this is. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, all the way down. That's why we work on 2 by 1 multiplication in 3rd grade. So how can we solve this 32 by 8? Well, there's a few different ways. We could do partial products. We could do the standard algorithm. So I'll do kind of both side by side so we can see how they both get you the same answer. So in both of these cases, you're going to multiply the single digit by the ones digit of the top number. Okay, so you're going to take that 32 and you're going to think, well, let's just multiply the 8 times the digit in the ones place. That's a 2. So 32, so that's going to be a 2 times 8, that's 16. In partial products, you just write the 16 right there. If you're doing the standard algorithm, you're going to write the ones digit of your product, so that's a 6. But since there's only one space for it, you're going to kind of take that 1, that 10 for the 16, and you're going to put it over the tens place. So the 10 goes to the tens place. And then you multiply, in both cases, the 8 by the second digit. Now, if you're doing partial products, this isn't a 3, this is a 30 because it's in the tens place. So 8 times 3 is 24, so 8 times 30 is going to be 240. In this case, it's going to be a 24. Add that 1, you get a 25. You end up with the same answer both ways, 256.